Hey everyone, Sly the Scourge here, just chilling at my workshop with some potentially groundbreaking news. I just want to take a second to say if you haven't subscribed, it really does help me spread this kind of information to as many people as possible. So if you could, it would be really appreciated. So basically, one of two things are going on here in Neverwinter, and it's pretty clear. Either there will be a brand new refinement type event in mod 16, or we just got nerfed and our current events stripped away, kind of without any notice. So here are the facts. There's a glaring hole in the calendar. The blue line, November's recruitment event, 2-month long event. I don't think it really counts, but you can see here Thursday, the 24th, I waited specifically to see if we would get the double Enchanting Stones event back, and there's nothing. You can look all the way into the future, there's plenty of yellow lines, plenty of events to have every weekend, but this weekend, there's nothing. And the reason why is there was basically a 2x Enchanting Stones event here, like there has been about every month for the last year. So there's two reasons to explain this sudden disappearance. One is they're reworking the event. That's been a big focus of Cryptic's, changes this year. You can see there's the Feast of Lanterns, a new event. There's been new rewards, updating. They've been changing to seasonal rewards. So I want to talk a little bit for the argument that they might be coming out with a new event in mod 16, and this is why it's disappearing. So what's also kind of disappeared is the bonus refinement event. Nobody's really talking about this because it's not a very popular event. You have to kill so many creatures to get a little bit of refinement points. Sure, you can buy the boost, but if you buy the boost, you're actually wasting money because often you can buy it on the market cheaper. So the bonus refinement event will for always be linked with the double Enchanting Stones event. And to understand why is because they were introduced at the same time. They were introduced in mod 12b as part of the overall refinement changes. And if you are a newer player, if you weren't around a year ago when that was happening, we had an old refinement system where artifacts were worth a lot of money because you could use artifacts as feeders to basically put them into other artifacts, and you would get a 10 times refinement multiplier. At the same time, Bonding Runestones were being nerfed, and rank 14 enchantments were being introduced. So you basically had to spend time, money, resources, whatever it is, to regain some of your lost power. And as part of those changes, losing the 10 times multiplier, taking the Bonding Runestone nerf, having to rank up enchantments when you thought you were done, we got less refinement points overall required to rank up. B, we got these events. This is a direct quote taken from that time period, a developer quote, saying double gems will still run and now includes gemstones and enchanting stones. We're also exploring another event which will give players extra refinement points while running as well. Don't worry, we've got you covered. So what you got to understand is that the double enchanting stones, along with the bonus refinement points, were part of the overall kind of compensation package for the changes they were making, which were very unpopular at the time. And the fact that now, a year later, those were introduced in 12b, we're now just getting into, mod 15 here on Xbox. The fact that they're now kind of being ripped away really hurts. And so I'm hoping the reason why they were removed is because there's a new event coming in mod 16, and I might be stealing their thunder. And hopefully that's the reason why they didn't say anything, is because they're going to make a big announcement, maybe on preview, that something new is coming. I could be wrong. They could just be removed. Because the fact that there's this hole here in the calendar, obviously is very telling that they were kind of ripped away. And the fact that, these used to be monthly events, we can see all the way here to March 16th, March 18th, I think, is the longest event where one ends. There's nothing. And I've done the work. I've checked both on the PC calendar as well. Both double enchanting stones, as well as the bonus refinement event, which not many people are talking about, are missing all the way up until March 18th. So I really hope that's what's happening. I really hope it's being replaced. Because people plan around the calendar, obviously. When something's put on the calendar, they make plans. People buy Legendary Dragon Keys thinking, okay, there's a double enchanting stones event in the future. I want to farm it. Maybe I have some extra money. Maybe there's a sale going on. I'll buy my Dragon Keys now, use them then. People plan around this, and to just rip it away, especially like I said, these events were kind of compensation as part of the refinement changes that happened about a year ago, really feels bad. So that's the argument kind of for a new event coming. I really hope it is. Time will tell. Like I said, I try to bring you news as soon as I'm aware of it, or as soon as I can, so I might be preempting something here. I could just be wrong. It could just be being removed from the game completely. We've seen that with multiple events before, and here's the argument that it's just a straight nerf to the economy. They're just taking things away from players. It happened with 2x AD. 2x AD was something people used to plan around. They used to save all their salvage, take up all their inventory spaces, just waiting for 2x Astral Diamonds to come around. And then one day it stopped coming around. And months went on, and people were just waiting and waiting, not even using any of this AD that they had at their disposal because they're just waiting for 2x AD that never came. So obviously that happened. You had to be, again, an older player to understand that that event used to exist, and it was removed kind of without a word. We also had the lockbox change, which I covered, and it was a contentious thing. Some people liked the lockbox change, some people didn't. My stance was, okay, there was no warning, there was no opportunity to collect Glorious Resurgence lockboxes. It was rushed onto Xbox right before the biggest lockbox day of the year, Black Friday. And a lot of people were arguing, yeah, but you can still do the doubling, if you want to. You can still buy the old lockboxes off the market, or if you had them. Well, that doesn't work anymore if we don't have the double Enchanting Stones event, right? Because they removed the doubling off the new style lockboxes, and then now we don't even have the event to double the packs on the old style lockboxes. So it's just kind of the other way to look at it. It's just basically finishing what I consider to be a nerf. Sure, you can get some high quality items, but we saw, sure, Shroud Orcus wand is good, but if they just increase the drop rate, if they hand them out to everyone, the value of it plummets. And most of the things with lockboxes is you're going to get a minimum value. Most of the times you're not getting the high tier rewards, and so if every time you get the low tier rewards, before you could at least, okay, I get double this low tier stuff, and that's good enough for me. But then now you're not getting double the low tier rewards, and that feels bad. So like I said, it could be a trend. They took away double AD. They seem to be cutting down on a lot of the doubling. And again, with no word, we gotta wonder what's next. Which of these double events are next to be cut if they're just slowly removing them all from the game? So I really hope it's the first. I really hope I have some groundbreaking news here that there might be a new event relating to refinement points coming in Mod 16. We'll see what happens. Like I said, the telling thing to me is it's not only double enchanting stones that's missing, it's also the bonus refinement event. And like I said, those two are forever somewhat linked because they were introduced at the same time as part of the same compensation package for the refinement changes that happened about a year ago. So I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Let it be known in the comments. Like I said, if you can sub, that would be great, because I'm a small channel here, and that helps, generate more discussion, generate more awareness. So thanks again.